Hello my friends and welcome back to the quest for the Campanella. We now move on to week number 22 in this series where I'm attempting to learn one of the most difficult pieces on the piano in a short amount of time as possible from being a complete beginner. So the way that I structure this is I give you 3 recordings from the week of what I've been playing and working towards, and at the end I'll give a full run through of the Campanella just to show you how it's progressing and how it's coming along. And yeah, week number 22, almost 6 months, which is crazy to think. But yeah, drop a like on the video, and as I said, subscribe. It really means a lot. My channel's been growing loads recently, so I can't thank you enough for all that. But anyways, onto the piano. Quick note before we start, I have all the social medias now, so you can find them all in the description down below, and I'd very much appreciate if you follow me on that, because then you'll just get me all the time, and who won't want that, apart from you right now who want to hear the piano. Right, I'm going to shut up for momentarily, and I'll join you in a second. Bye-bye. So here we are on day 148, and here I'm just playing a little improvised piece, and I mean, if you're staying tuned within this series, you'll probably recognise it. It's almost like my practice piece. I say it's improvised, but it's kind of, there's elements which stay the same, but yeah, it changes all the time pretty much. I play it differently every time, so. And the reason why I kind of consider this my practice piece is because I think it kind of incorporates quite a lot of elements into it. It's like I play a lot of chords in the left hand, but I try and mix that up a bit. And I also play chords in the right hand and all this, and fast finger movements and trying to coordinate both hands together and all that. So I think it's kind of just messing around in A minor, which is, yeah. Even got a run down there, as you can see. I think it's quite entertaining to watch this back because you can almost see like my mind just thinking like, what shall I do now? Yeah, it's quite entertaining for me at least anyway. I'm just trying to mix up as well here with doing inverted chords as well. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but you know, when you're not just playing the 3, as you can see there, what I'm doing. But yeah, and some fast arpeggios as well. As I say, it's kind of, I try and incorporate quite a lot of different styles and techniques into this piece because I kind of want it to, yeah, as I say, it's a warm up. You know, it kind of gets me into the flow of things. And if you have been watching over the past few weeks, I do think that it's really coming along quite nicely, and I think this part particularly is quite nice. I hope you can hear that bird, because it is quite a nice accompaniment. Anyway, that's the end of that, and I was going to do something different this week. For day 150, I'm actually going to leave you and let you enjoy this piece in its own glory. So there you have it. There's that's actually a piece from a book. I can't a long time ago. Maybe the name of it is, I can't remember. But as you can say, I've been working for that about a week and a half, and it's actually almost a complete piece. There's a few mistakes in there, but that's because the camera's rolling. I can play it well normally. So what's this? This is another improvised piece. It's the kind of the bit that I do in G sharp minor, which is obviously what the key that the Campanella is in, and I kind of do this piece just so I'm working within that scale, and yeah, it's just so I can fly around the piano and know where my hands are when I'm doing the Campanella, basically. And it sounds quite nice, which is the main reason why you should do things. But hey, if you're new around here and if you're like me and doing progression videos, I said this I don't even know 5 or 6 weeks ago, but like I revolve my practice quite heavily around improvisation, and I kind of I don't know, because I don't have lessons or anything. I'm entirely self-taught, so maybe I think that it really helps my development doing improvised pieces, because it's kind of making your brain work in different ways. You're kind of not just reading the sheet music and playing somebody else's, you're kind of making your own music, and that's a very important aspect, I believe, in learning anything. You've got to stand on your own 2 legs, so to speak. But if you have any recommendations for me as well, I would very much appreciate that. If you drop me a comment down below, I would absolutely, as I say, I don't have a teacher or anything, so I really appreciate all your comments where offering me advice as well. So even if it's criticism, I can take criticism, just as long as you're kind of telling me what I should do instead of, But anyways, that is all for this week. That's the 3 pieces that I've selected. Well, so and but anyways, we're going to move on to the full run through of the Campanella, and as I was talking about last week, I was having such a big problem with it, and with the actual, just when I hit the record button, it all just goes to pot. It's just everything, like my playing ability just gets thrown out the window. So but this time I kind of was not going for perfection, and I realised that's probably not, you're not expecting me to be able to play it perfectly at this stage, so there is quite a few mistakes in that, so bear that in mind. And anyways, away we go, the Campanella. So there you are, folks. Another week, and yeah, I've really enjoyed this week playing. It's been a really good week for me, entirely in music. You know, I feel like I've learnt a lot. I feel like I've come a lot on the piano, and I can actually play further than what I did just then in La Campanella. But it's not, you know, it's not memorised and it's not fluent yet, like that bit is. You know. And well, it may not seem it, but yeah, you know what I mean. But so I can play further than that, and my aim for this week is going to be to kind of try and progress that. But other news, I've got fully social media up now, so yeah, follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, and all that, and Facebook. You know, all the links are down in the description. I very much appreciate it, and you can stay caught up with everything me. Which, why would you not want to, you know? So anyways, thank you very much for watching. Much love and peace out, my dear friends. Ciao, Bella.